going on, people? Welcome to the player ratings as Manchester United have beaten Aston Villa by 1-0 here at Old Trafford. I've got a star-studded lineup here. I've got the two tacticians here. I've got Marcel, but you know, maybe not. But Marcel, obviously starting from right to left or left to right from you guys. David De Gea, clean sheet today.
Yeah, clean sheet today. I think I had one major block to do. Kick from his hands was good at times.
Yep.
I'm going to give him a standard 7, maybe 6. It's been
Which one
today? 6.
Okay, Charlie.
I agree, 6. Yeah.
Yeah. 6. Yeah, he was sound. Didn't make any howlers. Didn't give any massive ones away where you kick it straight to them and then now they're in. He was just okay. Did what he needed to do. That example that you said when he flapped at it, could have caught it. Couple of punches out, couple of sweeps. Just okay. Done his thing.
The fact we're having to say he didn't make any howlers, didn't make any,
exactly,
didn't give it to them straight with that. Yeah, that tells you the story.
Well, especially because I'm with the 3 worst people to even mention DDG. But he was fine today. Charlie, right back. Diogo Dalot went back in there today.
Yeah. I'd say I'd give him a 7. I think he was pretty good today. Good during build-up, decent defensively. And I've been saying for a long time, I am a fan of Dalot. I think
he's your preference, isn't he?
Yeah, he is
to take the torch and run with it.
I understand why people like Wan-Bissaka because he has got that one sort of attribute. I think he's the best in the world one-on-one. Yeah. But Dalot is quite. I think people say Dalot doesn't excel at anything, and maybe at the minute he actually doesn't excel at anything. But Dalot is not. I don't think Dalot is terrible at any part of the game.
Anything, yeah,
I think he's quite good at more or less anything. So that I think it just gives us a nice, well-rounded sort of right back there. And today he was solid. And look, it's a great conundrum for Ten Hag to have these 2 right backs.
One that we didn't think we would have.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? We thought, this guy especially, Wan-Bissaka is finished. He's done. He's off.
He's proven me wrong.
A lot of everyone thought.
I'll put my hands up.
Exactly.
I was saying that as well.
And that certainly isn't the case. But the last few games, though, he has favoured Dalot. Took him off, against Mitoma. Took him off against Spurs. I know he started with him, but, to start with him here, freshen up. But he's favoured him in some games, but other games, he's favoured it back the other way. So it literally is 50-50.
And you know what? We need to give credit for Dalot for how well he played at left back.
Yes.
Against Forest and Brighton. Against Brighton, he was left one-on-one a lot. He wasn't given that support, so we've got to give some credit to Dalot.
Yeah, so a lot. And Wan-Bissaka would not be able to play left back.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
So, that is where the buck kind of stops in that versatility. Into who was playing next to him, that was Victor Lindelof, who was absolutely class today.
Give him a 10 out of 10. I don't think you can do any more. He was brilliant on the ball, made a clearance off the line, defensively really aggressive, didn't really give anything away. I don't think for a centre back,
faultless performance.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he did wrong, and he did well at everything he did. So I don't see why he can't. He's got to get at least a 9 for that for me. So
mate, I always when you do these and you're excited, like when we win. Listen, we want to be excited. We don't want to be boring. If we can give a 10 out of 10 to someone, let's give it.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to disagree? Charlie, don't be that guy.
I'll go with him. I'll go with that. Yeah, 10.
I know you could say 9 in that, but in terms of he was perfect in the game, didn't do one thing wrong. Let's just give him a 10. Yeah. Let's give him a 10. Yep. Luke Shaw was next to him. If Lindelof's getting a 10, what's Shaw getting?
9, I think. Then fantastic performance as well. He's so good at football. I mean, and now.
Oh, it's good that he's a pro, then, isn't it? Yeah, it's good that he's good at football.
And then and now he's got those passes over the top. Have you seen those clever passes that he's playing over the top?
Martinez-like.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a ridiculous clip that he's got. It's like a KDB clip, but from centre back now into the forward line in that space. He's ridiculously good at football, man.
That's the title. Luke Shaw, ridiculously good at football. Does everyone agree with a 9 for Luke Shaw? I would have given him a 10 as well. He was faultless. If Lindelof's getting a 10, I'm giving Luke Shaw a 10. But I don't know,
I think 9. I think 9.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on to Malacia. He was good today as well.
I'd probably give him an 8. I think it was a good performance. Made a really good last-ditch tackle. Did some good stuff.
Yeah.
I think in general, solid performance.
Yeah. Because he can sometimes because he's sometimes a bit over-eager to either win the ball or he's quite frantic, isn't he? He's very jittery and, which actually on one hand is good because it's a profile we don't have. So it's a different option. Yeah. But he's not Luke Shaw with that calmness and understanding. And he's young, he's raw. So, but I think he was solid today. So, yeah, I think everyone agree with an 8 for him? Yeah?
Yeah.
Or would you go 7?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm giving Dalot a 7, maybe a 7 from Malacia. Yeah. Maybe that's fair.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
I like that. There needs to be one sensible, calm one who really looks at, well, we've just given that, so Not like you two.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I mean? They're just vibes, mate. Just go with anything.
You're just sat on the fence the whole time.
Mate, no, I'm not. I said I just said Luke Shaw's better than Martinez, mate. How about that for fence? You know what I mean? Don't fence me, mate. I'm off that, mate. There's no more flex fence, mate. I'm saying it is. It's new, yeah, exactly. Into midfield, Cam. Casemiro.
Give him a 7. I think it was a decent performance. He grew into the game, got better and better. Actually, you know what? An 8. I think he was pretty good. Not his best, but very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think in the last few games, I've been very worried with Casemiro. I think we all knew he wasn't going to... Like, I'm always honest. Like, when he came from Madrid, I was not happy with that profile of signing. But we were all...
We didn't want it. We wanted the De Jong type, didn't
obviously, we? But we were all surprised that Casemiro was coming to us. But his passing, when he's not under pressure... When he sort of does this sort of interception or tackle and then first time pass, we saw a lot of those before the World Cup, but since then his passing's been what I expected when we bought him. But I think is that due to lack of rhythm? Is that due to him? Has he psychologically got a problem with the red cards that he got? Is he sort of half not going into challenges that he would normally go in?
Flying into another one today at 50.
Yeah, exactly. I think today he was back to his old.
He went, sod that. If I get another red card, I get one. I'm going back to normal.
We're that close to the end now. He might as well go for it.
Yeah.
So 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, and I perfectly agree with you with what you're saying about with him on the ball. Like, he's not press resistant, Casemiro. If you give him time and space on the ball, he can pick a pass. Like, he drove one into Bruno first time. Bruno messed it up a little bit, but it would have been a fantastic goal if he scored that. But when you rush him on the ball, that's when he's not at his best. But I think today, actually, Villa, they weren't very, very good today, but that was largely down to us as well. But yeah, I'll give him an 8. Sabitzer.
Had a few moments on goal today. Pressing from the front line in that 10 area, a bit like wow. Give him a 7. Standard 7 today was okay. Played the whole game as well, I think. Played the whole game. Yeah.
I think
Didn't come off.
He came off.
I think he came off for is it Fred? Oh no, Ericsson was for Fred.
Ericsson was for Maguire.
He came off for Maguire.
Yeah, because he went to a back 5, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just to see out.
Yeah, but brilliant otherwise. 7. Standard 7.
I'd say 6.
Yeah,
I think he was more. I think he was average. I think we all know that sort of hype when he first came has sort of gone away a bit with Sabitzer. I think we all know. I think more people are veering towards sort of don't keep him in the summer, but he's just a decent squad option we've got.
Would you keep him in the squad?
No.
For 15, 20 million?
No, I wouldn't. No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Don't see anything now?
I think we've already got. I think if we sign a player who's more comfortable, sort of in our build-up phase, I think Ericsson will push slightly higher. So Ericsson and Bruno can cover number 10. I don't think we need another option for number 10. Obviously, you've got Ahmad as well, or Sancho if you want more of a technical. If you're playing against a team, sort of a low block, you want a little bit more guy. You've got Ahmad and Sancho who can also fill in there next season. So not for me.
Okay. Do you agree with the 6 for Sabitzer before we move on? Or
Yeah, I agreed. I think there was one moment where he locked on in the press and had a really good moment where he won the ball back. I think that's what he does though. He's really physical.
and he's willing to work.
Yeah,
it's like it's not a stark way, but then when you see like against Sevilla at home, when he can make runs into the box, he's decent on a finish on his left foot twice. Like he can, I think he'll be a decent squad option. I
can't sign him.
I think we can. I think for like 15 million, but the problem is that I want 2 central midfielders that are top. And if it's in place of 2, then no. But if you keep him and then go and get the De Jong type, I don't think he's a bad squad option.
Nah, for me, I think he's too limited. I think he only plays in straight lines. He can't really turn on the ball, go in different angles. He sort of plays in straight lines. If he's going that way, he'll go that way. He'll pass that way. He'll run that way. Whatever he's doing, he'll go that way. Or like nick it round someone and shoot. But he can't turn. He can't really. He's not that great under pressure. He's not that great at sort of finding a ball sort of through a curved pass. He's a very.
You think he's limited?
Weird. Yeah, just sounds a bit weird saying he's a very sort of straight line player, but. For me, just the way I see it.
Do you know what it is with Sabitzer? He's another one of our players who doesn't want to play with the ball. He can't play with the ball. We've got Fred, McTominay, we've got Sabitzer, Casemiro to an extent. We've got Varane, De Gea. Wan-Bissaka's obviously improved at that element, but we've got a lot of players who don't want to play with the ball. If we want to become a title-winning team, we've seen like the anomalies with sort of Leicester winning the league, and Real Madrid. Obviously Ancelotti's style of play, but they've got the midfield players who can keep the ball in the midfield.
You have to have it,
and you have to have. If you haven't got the profiles of players, you need a top coach to be able to. And I think with Ten Hag, as good as a coach he is, I just don't think we've got enough players in there who can dictate tempo to some sort of an extent. So, I agree with Cam.
Okay, fair play. Bruno.
really good performance from Bruno today.
Oh wait,
Really-
sorry, no, because he was on the wing. Sorry, Ericsson. Let's finish off midfield. So.
Oh, Ericsson, even really good performance from him as well. He's done his traditional kind of performance, 60, 70 minutes, really energetic, control. You know, when Ten Hag's talking about control, he's talking about Ericsson. You know, he's one of those players that really dictates the tempos, finds really clever passes. In that first half, that first time pass, reverse, disguise, he's the guy for that. So give him a 7.
I agree. Yeah.
Nice and easy. Ericsson, easy. Yeah. Bruno.
I'd maybe say 7 or 8. I mean, I didn't watch the first 20 minutes, so it's a bit of a hard one. Like I had a guy talking to me for the whole game next to me, so I missed a few bits and bobs.
Didn't do your tactical analysis.
No, I didn't make my notes this time. But I'd probably say an 8, a 7 or an 8. I don't know what you guys think because I missed the first 20 minutes. But apparently, he scored as well.
He scored the winner, mate.
Yeah, an 8 then I'd say.
Yeah. And he put in was it Rashford? Who did he put it, or was it? Yeah, it was an early. He put it through for someone. It's a really good pass. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
7, 8. What are you saying?
8.
Gets a win. I know he's your guy.
9.
He wants a 9. Match winner. He's a match winner, Fleck. He goes home with the ball today, Fleck.
Yes.
He's the match winner. No, I think it's a steady performance from Bruno. I think what you get from Bruno is it doesn't matter where he plays. Like I know, like to him, like he's going to put in the same effort. He's going to do the same shithousery. Yes, I prefer him more centrally, personally, behind the striker, where he can really get in and amongst it. But he's a willing player to do a job anywhere asked. So yeah, I think he done well. Rashford.
I'd probably say a 6 for Rashford. I think the timing of his run for that goal was brilliant. I missed the chance. Was that a bad miss? The first 20 minutes the chance that he had.
Oh no, that was a bad miss. Yeah, it was clean through, and
He was offside though, wasn't
No, well, I don't know because
I don't think it was offside.
I think when I saw the replays back, because they only really show the replays of what maybe wasn't offside. So I think it would have been really close, but he missed the target. But yeah,
I thought he was a 6 from what I saw today. It's
Yeah.
for the timing. I think he made the run in behind for Bruno's goal. That timing of that run
from the header from
we had
Casemiro.
that VAR check, didn't we?
So, So he was well onside as well.
The timing of his runs, I think, have got better. I think Rashford, he was a little bit he's been a bit keen in the past to get in behind, but I think the timing of his runs this season, I think I'd like to see the offside stats from last season, the comparison, but I bet you it's probably lower this season.
Do you know what? I'm going to give him a 7, and the reason I'm going to give him a 7 is because even though he didn't have his shooting boots on, it's his willingness to keep running in behind as that tactic, which was allowed us to play the way we did today. And actually, when he's clean through again and forces that save for Martinez, that's actually how we score.
Yeah.
And he gets the header through as well by making the run. So he's been directly involved in everything we've pretty much done good today. I know collectively we didn't kill the game off, but I just think his impact and willingness to run. That's why we didn't see Martial come on sooner. So I think Eric looked at him and thought he might not be scoring or whatever, but he's stretching them, and I want us to keep doing that. So maybe it's just me trying to bump him up a bit, but I'd probably...
I agree. I give him a 7. He worked really hard defensively as well, and his presence was what gave us that threat in behind all the time and opened the spaces for the wingers to run into as well.
Yeah, exactly. So
Sancho.
now to Jadon Sancho.
I'd give him a 7. I think it wasn't his best game. He wasn't incredible, but I thought he had some really nice moments, did some really good things. There was a really nice run he had in the second half when he was on the right side. Did some really good stuff there, brought the ball under control, skipped round someone, had some good moments, but just not quite knitting everything together the way he wanted to, but he's getting better and better. And he worked hard out of possession as well. So
He's improving. Cam's gone with a 7. You guys agree with that?
I'd say probably a 6 for me.
Yeah.
I thought there was one chance where he had, the goal he scored at Spurs in the week.
Yeah.
There was one moment he was in a similar situation
and
today.
He chopped, and he chopped, and he just that was so frustrating. And I get this technical football IQ, bounce ball of players, but when you've got space like that, just be decisive in your decision and do it.
Even if you don't shoot, at least pass it to
someone. Do something. Don't just chop.
I still think we're still the Sancho one's a really difficult one for me because it's quite hard to actually. What's actually going on in Sancho's mind?
Know,
I'd love to know. I'd love to actually speak to him and have a conversation like, how are you feeling? Is he struggling mentally with the weight of the shirt? Has he got a difficult personal situation? He's still because I know we need to be ruthless at Man United, and obviously we need players to perform. But it's just he's just not consistent all the time, and it's just a shame. I hope it does work out.
Yeah.
But I think 6 today is fair.
Yeah, I agree with a 6. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I can't complain on that. That's definitely a 6. He could have been up.
Quickly with the substitutions, we'll go Fred. 5.
Yeah.
Maguire 5.
Give Maguire a 6. He had some
Just
good
clearance. Actually, didn't make no mistakes
Yeah, had
and
some
just cleared it.
important headers and stuff, and he had a nice ball into the channel as well. A decent performance. Give him a 6.
We won the game.
We won the game. Martial came on and just, kept the frame. Everyone was going crazy well.
Yeah.
And I said to this point, I actually had enough. I turned around to the guy. I said, can you not see that's tactical? He's literally saying, like, you stay there, just keep the shape. We're saying go long. We've got Maguire. We've got, oh my God.
There was a circumstance for about a minute where both sets of fans were so annoyed. Our sets of fans were annoyed with the lack of pressing, which I don't think was a problem. I think we were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And Villa fans were annoyed because Martinez had the ball at his...
And he was just waiting
stood still.
because Martial wouldn't make their mind up for them by running somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
He was staying in the middle. So if you're Martinez, you're like, which one? Just stay there and block the pot. Yeah. Like, I don't get everyone. One guy was going apeshit behind me. I know this might be your opinion still that you want to sell Martial, but his reasoning for it was, I've had it with him. He's not running. Look at him. He's late. Get rid of him.
Doing the right thing by not running.
We should have bought on record. When exactly in that phase of the game, just keep the shape. Don't panic. Let Villa go long and kick it with Mings shit on the ball and Constance shit on the ball. Let them have it. Yeah. They're crap. Yeah. Honestly, that annoyed me.
Especially because we brought Maguire on. If we press high, balls into the channels.
You don't want that.
We don't want to be left exposed.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyway, but a 5 for Martial. And Eric Ten Hag.
You could see the progression from the game against Spurs. Made the right decisions. Gave him an extra 15 minutes, I think, the subs this time.
He wasn't quick to make them because again, the way we were playing and what Rashford was doing on that count, that was the right way to play. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to wait to get the second goal. We didn't get it.
Yeah. So on that, I'm gonna say, and bounce back. We executed the win today. 9, 8.
Yeah, about an 8. I think he picked an interesting team. I think I didn't hear his pre-match thoughts, but was Anthony?
He said, I don't know about that, but he said about Wan-Bissaka, he's like, just games, protect the players. Yeah. Oh, what was that about Anthony? I think it was about Anthony.
Could have been either.
It was, but he was, because I think he was asked how come some change, the changes. He said protect the players, got a lot of games.
Because Villa like to use a box midfield, so that's why I thought we used Bruno, Sabitzer, Eriksen, and so if that was tactical, he deserves credit because Villa could hardly get any control.
And let's be honest here. Villa are a dangerous side, playing really, really well. Ollie Watkins, didn't see him. Jacob Ramsey, didn't see him. Couple of little moments, but didn't really see him. McGinn's a workhorse, didn't do nothing. Leon Bailey, I didn't think he'd come off the bench, or was he even on the bench? I don't know. Didn't do anything.
It was Traore, wasn't it?
Traore came off the bench.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything. There was no real nervy moments where they tore us open. So yeah, tactically great. Ten Hag?
Yeah, I agree with them.
Yeah. 8. Cool. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let us know if you agree with these guys or disagree.
And Flex, he's off the fence.
and I'm off the fence. So do you agree with me, or should I get back on it because my take is wild? Smash a like on the video. See you again soon. Peace.